Okay, so there's not a ton of people on this call, but we're going to go ahead and still roll with it. So that way, those of you who catch the replay can catch the replay. We're going to keep this super, super short. Kenzie's hopping on 1 second, you guys. We'll let her join in. Hi, Kenzie. Okay, she's in and audio's on. So, hi, honey, how are you?
Hi, are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay, it's working. Good.
It is working. Well, I thought it was me when you were messaging me because
No, it was me.
okay, usually it's me. So there's that. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys. We don't typically do this. Maybe we should be. All of us are at different points in our businesses, but you guys are still my level ones. And I love to think of it as, there's 57, I believe, of you, but those 57 have, from that base point, from those roots, is a team of 1,500 reps. So that's just really cool to me. Comes to show you that you can build something great by joining teammates because you just never know where it will take you. All of you are at different points in your businesses. So take what you can with this. If you're a leader, you might take this and share it out with your teams, parts of it. If you are a one-man show, there's a lot that I want to kind of go over today that will hopefully inspire you and get you plugged into what is happening here. But before we do that, I want to reference summer. Dun, dun, dun. Summer was tough. If you've caught any calls from any leader, from Zaya Presidential, Zach Bradley, they will all say this was a tough season. And you know what? We made it through. Props to all of us. We made it through. It was not easy. I know you've probably all heard it before, but I'm going to give you what is true, what is accurate. The world opened up. People had been shut down for 18 months and finally felt free. And it's been awesome. I wouldn't trade this summer for anything. I have loved being out and about and free and traveling again. It's been amazing. So we have to just take that for what it is. Because people weren't online. People weren't looking for things to do. People weren't looking for an online party. Okay, so we made it through. Our businesses may continue to look differently in the upcoming months. We may have to work a little bit harder, but I don't think it's going to be like it has been the last couple of months. I actually think things are really going to start picking up. Zaya's trajectory over the last 4 years as a company has been the same, where June and July are down. And then from there, it goes up in September, October, November. December will dip again typically. So none of this scares me. Sam Higginson was like, Robin, when I tell you we are about to take off, do you believe me? He's like, do you really believe me? I'm like, I do. I have no doubt that Zaya is going to sail again. And I am very well aware that we are in direct sales. Direct sales dip, sales in general dip and they go up and they dip. I mean, it is what it is. But this company is going to do everything they can to continue to help us succeed. There's no doubt in mind. So if you are thinking, oh my gosh, it's all me, I'm terrible, I shouldn't be a Zaya rep. No, we all struggled this summer. If you're thinking my team is failing, they're not going anywhere, my business is tanking, it's not. We've all been having low numbers this last 2 months. So let's move on. Let's believe in what we're doing and let's go from here forward. Okay. Riviera Maya, I want to touch on it, was amazing. Okay. You guys, when I was a rep with 31, they put out this incentive trip, and I was sitting in the Pizza Ranch in Carroll listening to this director talk about this incentive trip. And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, that will never happen to me. I mean, like, seriously, was like, yeah, that's you, not me. But that first year, just because I'm a carrot chaser, I was chasing other carrots, like cash carrots and free bag carrots. I came up short on that trip just by a very little amount. So my ears perked up the next time the incentive trip came around. and I worked for it, and I took my husband on a trip. I think that year, and then the following 6 years, incentive trips that were earned. So if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, that's great for her, but that's never me, um, talk to Rebecca, Savannah, Cheryl that are all on here because they were all on the trip, and it can be you. You got to believe it. You got to believe you're worthy. You got to believe you can, because I we're all here telling you that we couldn't believe it either. So that incentive trip will start in January. So everything you're doing right now in your business, I know life is busy, but if you can dedicate and you can get in there and work your business consistently, um, you'll be doing the same thing. Um, it was awesome. The one word I keep using is Zaya is so genuine. Like, I've been a part of something great before, but there was a lot of how do I put it nicely? I won't put it nicely. There was a lot of BS. There was a lot of like who's who, and she's this and you're all down here, and um the, this is just genuine people rooting for each other, and founders and CEOs that truly want the best for us. There's not a lot of bells and whistles. I didn't think on the trip there wasn't a lot of like, but it's just a total genuine company that wants us to do well. And so I love it. I absolutely love being a part of this. And it just excites me so much. I was standing in the pool with these girls, and I'm like, I could room with any one of you. There were probably 25 of us there. And I'm like, I love this tribe. I love this community so, so, so much. Um, so it was great. And Summit coming up is going to be equally amazing. I'm just going to go into that real quick. There are no more in person tickets, from my understanding, even as far as switching. Some people are still trying to go. I don't think that's an option anymore. But virtual is an option. And you know what? We all know how to do virtual, right? We've done it for 18 months now. So I beg you, this is your business. Treat it like a business. Plug into Summit. It's better probably to plug in live the day of if you can. I understand if you can't, but if you can plug in live, there's going to be chatter on Facebook pages. There's going to be emails going out. There's going to be a lot of fun. I think they'll probably even do giveaways for people that are watching virtually. Um, Plug in, because everything you do in this business has to start with belief in what you're doing. And that belief is going to come from listening to our founders, listening to high level leaders in the company, listening to other reps share their why and their stories. And it's going to fuel you. And then in turn, it's easier to share out. It's easier to ask somebody to join your team because you're excited and you believe in it. If you're not involved in all of that and you're taking a step back, you lose a lot of that. You lose a lot of ground there, and it's more difficult to sell the leggings. It's more difficult to add the teammate. So be at Summit, be present as much as you can. If you have a team, I'm going to encourage you to get your team together. I mean, I'm not saying sit in your living room for 8 hours, but maybe go have drinks that night after Summit, or maybe watch general session together at a coffee shop. Try to pull your teams together, because that community one-on-one, there's nothing like it. And after the time we've had in close down, it's even greater and even better. So I really encourage you to do so. Summit tickets, you just go to your back office. You can still purchase it. There's no swag bag. If you have a team, please, please spend the next couple weeks promoting Summit, talking about why they should be there. Get as many people as we can on that train, because from Summit, there's going to be so much hype and so much energy that if you've done those things and if you've showed up, you're going to feel that momentum and things are going to take off. Like Zach described, it's like that snowball effect where the snowball, you just can't slow it down. And you guys, I've had a lot of experience. I know exactly what this is. And even if you're watching virtually, take pictures of your screen, talk about Summit on your main pages, let people know what this is and what you're doing, because that's important too. Zaya is not a secret. We don't have to keep it just in our little VIP bubble. We want to let people know what this is, and share it out. The next thing I want to touch on is the big announcement that came actually when we were in Riviera Maya on the night before August 1st. This is huge. Okay, so if you haven't listened, if you haven't caught this yet, this is huge. They did this in 2018, but not to this scale. I'm going to spell it out really, really quickly for you in case you haven't seen it. It's called the Goal Diggers Challenge. In August, if you do Zaya's 3 by 2500, which is a standard level success in this company, and don't sit there and think, oh my gosh, I could never do that, because yes, you can. If you do add 3 reps and sell $2,500 in August, you'll get a $750 bonus. If you do that same thing in September, add 3 reps, sell $2,500, you'll get another $750 bonus. And then the same thing in October. If you do that 3 months in a row, you earn an additional $5,000 bonus. I was talking to maybe Sav or Jackie, and I was like, that's huge. They could have easily said $1,000 bonus. They could have easily said a $3,000 bonus, right? And we would all be super excited. But a $5,000 bonus on top of that is insane. That can do a lot for a family right before Christmas. So we got to go for it today. You got to say you can. You got to write it down. You got to tell your sponsor, me. You got to tell your husband, tell your family, write it down and say, hey, mama's going to be busy for the next few months. I'm going for this. Bring it into your family and let them know. Because if they don't know, then they're like, why are you on your phone? But if they know what you're going for, it's easier to, and when you have that support. Not only is this huge monetary wise, like Zach said in his call, this is huge for your business. If you were to actually do this 3 months in a row, your business will be at a whole nother level, especially if you are adding quality reps who actually want to do something with the business, a whole nother level. And if you're worried about onboarding, if you're worried about training, if we have lots of reps, we can help you out. You can always reach out and we can help with group new rep trainings and things like that. I hope I have to do a new rep training every day if needed, because I'm willing to do that, because we got to take advantage of this incentive that Zaya is throwing out for us. Chrissy Tager has, she is a Zaya presidential in the company, one of the first reps. She's amazing. Jackie refers to her as very zen. She's very calm, very professional. She runs the Zaya Active, what's her page? Zaya Gals page. But then she started this accountability group called Goal Diggers Challenge. I'll post it one more time in our Leading Together chat. And basically, and I actually could let any of you speak on this, because all I've done is scroll the page. I have not caught her lives. So has anybody caught her lives that kind of recaps what this accountability group is?
I watched it a little bit this morning.
Okay.
Am I on? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So she kind of had like a tracker sheet that she wanted her team to do, like 60 minutes of sales, just going and trying to get your PV to that 2,500, and then 60 minutes of reaching out and getting those reps signed up and just doing one-on-one with them, and do that daily, every day and so she had like a little tracker that you can print off for it, and it kept you accountable.
Awesome.
So,
okay,
yeah.
cool. So it's a 60-minute power hour is what she calls it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing. Yep. You guys don't need 7 hours a day to build your business. Like, those power hours are huge, huge. I am more like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, because I can. But on the days I can't and I need that 1 hour, it's crazy what you can accomplish.
Hour, yeah.
Yeah. So Goal Diggers Challenge, I'll drop it again in the Leading Together. Join that, because there's a lot of interaction on there. A lot of people saying like, oh my gosh, this is what happened during my power hour today. And they're sharing their success. But I just really want you to realize what this is and what this could mean, and share it out with your teams as well, because it's something I've never seen before, you guys. It's really huge. Like when they said it at Riviera Maya, you could just see all the husbands like elbowing their wives. Like, you better get that. You better get to work. So it's pretty cool. That's really all. I'll wrap up with just like because I get my level ones right here. We don't do this a lot. I just want to know that I can do everything, that I'm doing everything I can do for you. We have the WhatsApp, we have the Leading Together page, but bridge that gap. If I'm here for wherever you are in this business, if you've taken a step back and now you're ready to roll, I need to know that. I think in this company, if we could bridge those gaps, I'm actually speaking on this on Monday in Sam Higginson's call. But if we can bridge those gaps and realize that our sponsor is not like out to get us or like not knocking on our door, like we truly, truly just want to help you succeed, um, it would be an amazing thing. But I so often think that that people think we expect this or we want this or you're not doing enough when all of that is not true. We just want to know where you're at and how we can help you. And so if you can help me by bridging that gap, that would be awesome. When I ask for your goals per se, that's just because I want to know where your headspace is that month. That's just because I want to know um, if you're going for junior rep, well, then I want to help you. Can I help you train your new rep? Can I be there for you? So that's all I ask of you. But your asks of me, just ask because I'm here to help you all. And that is all I have. It's going to be a crazy, fun few months, you guys. I think things are really going to start picking up. So hold on tight. Do you have any questions, you guys? Oh, I'm not done. One more thing. Really quick. I really want to run a opportunity event for just my level ones. It would just be I don't know if it'd be a group or an event, probably an event on Facebook. I'm thinking Friday the 13th. That doesn't sound good. I'm thinking Friday the 13th. Basically, I'll set it up and then you invite potential reps in. And the whole day is kind of scheduled out. I'm going to be just posting things about Zaya, how Zaya gives back, the starter kit. And then throughout the day, I might ask Savannah to go live and talk about her story. I might ask somebody who does Zaya for the discount. I might ask her to step in and say, I do Zaya for the discount. And this is why it's great. I'm able to clothe my family at a great price. And Christmas is coming up. And so just a one day event that people can join, peruse when they want. And then that's it. I've never done something like this. Jen Molenkamp has, and she has really good success with it. So I thought if we could do the 13th, that gives everybody time to do some reaching out. What are your thoughts?
I think that's a great idea. As far as the event or group,
Yes.
I wasn't able to schedule in the event for my accountability thing I did with my reps.
Yeah.
Did you notice? Okay, so do a group because I think you did that too. And I was like, I wish I would have done a group.
Because I have a that Post My Party script. Have you done this
From Jen?
Steph?
No, I've talked to Jen about it, but I never have done it because I know she does it like in her team group, and I haven't really wrapped my head about adding them in, taking them out. But I've done
your
like
group size
Zooms.
is too big. Hers is a good size
Yes.
right now to do that.
Yeah.
What's the advantage versus like the Discover Zaya page? It's just smaller. It's just us.
I agree.
I hope they feel some more like they'd be joining us. I hope.
Yeah, and when I do it, I mean, in the past, we haven't done it like this. I love the idea of posting throughout the day. I would usually do one where it's just a Zoom at night and like my girls would invite people and I would talk, which I think it's great because it's a smaller group. And I think they feel like they can ask questions right then. It's not just like yes, lives will be great for this reason, posting throughout the day, but the Discover Zaya, it's so much bigger. So.
Right. And there's an option now where I can go live. And then once I'm live, I tag Kenzie. Kenzie joins and I click a button and then Kenzie and I are going live together. Have you guys seen this?
I have.
You haven't? Who said I have?
I have.
I haven't.
Okay. So
it might be something to test because I know I pulled Jamie into one of my lives and there was a weird echo, but I don't know if it was just because of where we were, but it's something we could like if you set up the group first, a couple of us could test it and see how it works. Because that's a good way. Yeah. Like a conversation.
So when Jen did her, she asked me to go live with her in the evening. And she would ask me questions. She didn't even tell me, like, off the wall questions. Like, not some of them weren't even about Zaya. Like,
Oh,
it was
that's
cool.
neat.
And then in the end, I surprised her, and I'm like, I called my husband in, and I sat him down next to me, and I said, ask, this is my husband, ask him questions. And it was really cool because it was off the cuff, and he spoke about
Oh, I
Zaya
like
and
that.
he thought of it. So I think we could do some things like that
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea.
I wish we could incentivize. I wish we could say if you join,
know.
you entered to win, but we're kind of fighting Zaya on that. But they're so cautious and careful about lawsuits and getting in trouble with that type of stuff. So it's a ixnay for now.
I know.
But
I do
before you-
get it. But
Yeah, I get it. I will put, don't start inviting yet because I haven't even created the group, but I'll be talking about this on the WhatsApp leading together too, and then let you guys know when that's open.
perfect.
I don't want to open it too early because I don't want to post like, you know what I mean? Okay.
Maybe
so
just the
it'll-
week of. Yeah, just kind of like a party.
Yep. Okay.
You know.
Sounds good. All right, you guys, thank you so much.
Thanks for doing this, Robin.
Thanks, Robin.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a great night.
Bye, guys.
You guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.